Hello, everyone. This is Mystic Lady Z, and tonight I have something special for you guys. And as you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about going within the mind's eye, which is you becoming familiar with your third eye. And with your third eye, you're going to be constructing a new vibrational reality. And the purpose of this video would be reprogramming the subconscious mind. And the reason why I'm, you know, putting so much significance on the subconscious mind, because like I said previous in my video, your subconscious mind is taking orders from your paradigm. And as I stated, the paradigm does not know the difference between what's good or bad, or what's real or what's your reality. All it knows is what has entered that particular space of the mind that is allowing you to, think or to have thoughts on a consistent basis. So what I would like to present to you guys is some questions that I've jotted down to start the process of reconstructing your paradigm, which will be manifesting that, that reality that you want instead of the reality that has been forced upon you through you not being more knowledgeable of how the subconscious mind works. And so I'm going to begin by asking you a couple of questions. So, question number one would be, are you being productive or just busy? Now, I want you to take some time out to really sit with yourself and ask yourself that question. Now, if you need to, you can also pause the video and ask yourself that question. Now, question number two. How can you experience a life outside of your current existence? And what I mean by this is that, all of us have this lifestyle, this life that we want, but we don't know how we're going to go about achieving this life that we want. And I know a lot of y'all think that it's impossible, due to your circumstances, that it can't happen. But I'm here to tell you it can happen. It can. But now I'm also going to say this too. When you start getting serious about the life that you want, getting serious about the people that you allow into your life, there will be some adversities along the way. But that doesn't mean that you would have to stop moving forward towards your goals, towards your dreams. Because with anything, you first have to start the process and become aware of whatever it is that you feel that needs to be reconstructed. And what I mean by reconstructed is that It doesn't deserve your attention anymore. It doesn't deserve your emotions anymore, because you finally realize that that's not who you are, that lifestyle, those experiences that you went through. Yes, they were very, very helpful, but there comes a point in your life where you really have to stop going with that flow of things that that is not serving any purpose for you anymore. You know, you have to begin to look at your life in another light of, prosperity and empowerment and self-development. Because until you make that decision to change for the better of you and your family, or if it's just you have to know that nothing is going to change without your observation of it, without you sitting there and analyzing it and seeing things for what they are and not for what you want them to be. But moving on. Did you know that even when you feel like you're losing, you're winning? And I'm going to explain this to you guys. The reason being is because anything we allow to go into our subconscious mind, it automatically take it as yes, you want to do it. Because you as the observer is the one directing the programming. So it's automatically going to accept it as it's something that you want to experience. This is why I put so much emphasis on you purposely observing things that you want to experience. Within each and every one of us, we are wired to win. We're just wired to win. And when you lose, that's just that's a perception, losing and winning. But I'm going to stick to the concept of winning only because it has this notion of positivity, winning. So, with your mind being wired to win, you're always winning, even when you feel like you're losing. Because, like I said, you're the one guiding it. You're the one giving your subconscious mind the necessary energy, whether it's your emotion or whether it's in, you know, any type of movement, any action. You're the one giving it to your subconscious mind. You're always giving it okay, especially if you consistently is doing that type of action or thinking on a daily basis. So you are telling your mind that this is something you want to continuously experience. You and you alone. I don't care what it is that's influencing you to continue to behave in that mental capacity, meaning how you keep thinking about a certain thing. It's still you. It's nothing, nobody else. Even if they're influencing you. So at this moment, I would like for you guys to find out whatever it is that you are training your subconscious mind to consistently focus upon so you can continuously manifest those things. At this moment, find out whatever it is that you need to be allowing yourself to be focusing on in order for you to receive those solutions, those answers to whatever it is that you're going through right now. Because in order for you to experience any type of newness, any type of, you know, excitement, any type of happiness, you got to be the one to reconstruct your subconscious mind. Yep. You know, when I first discovered that concept of I'm always winning based upon what I'm allowing myself to focus on, ooh, I'm like, wow. And I really sat there with myself because, y'all, I'm very hard on journaling. And so all I have to do is go back in my journals and look at what it is that I said no to or yes to. See, when I verbally say yes, that's something I'm really actually wanting to do. But when I'm verbally saying no, that's something that I've discovered that I want to do too. Because there is no no. There's only yes. And if you can wrap that concept around your head, you'll be even more particular about what you're saying no to from now on. So I ask you again, what is it that you're able to be right about? You know how you have that saying, see, I knew that was going to happen. See, I know they was going to say that. See, we always say things like this, but we never give it any thought. We never give it no thought because we've been trained a certain way to just think, oh, this is just the way it is. You know, this just the way it is. But it's not the way it is. That's the way you accepting it to be. But you can change that starting right now. Everything is in your court. You got the ball. You got the ball. All right. We hold a certain belief about ourselves, about our life, that we prove right every time. And you know how we do that? Like I said, through our behavior. If we constantly doing something that we do not want to do, whether through thought or by action, we want to do it. And then, you know, I say that's not true. That's not true. Because there's a lot of stuff that I'm doing that I know if I was able to not do it, I would not do it. But you see, anything we're working for is worth having. Anything that's worth working for is worth having. And if we've been conditioned to think a certain way about, our environment, the world we live in, ourselves, that's gonna take a lot of work to recondition all that shit that went in our mind. The mind's eye. We're gonna have to put a lot of work in. And see, that's where the problem lies, at doing the work. Because I was listening to, let me tell y'all a story. Y'all know I gotta do this. I was listening to a story. It wasn't a story, but it was some empowerment speech that Tyler Perry, he was speaking it. And he said, one thing that I found out, that broke people are the busiest people in the world. I said, I don't know how we stay so busy and we ain't no money. And you know what he meant by that? We'll watch TV. We'll do some of the craziest things. Because you know why, y'all? We fear being with ourselves. We fear what we will find out about ourselves in that moment. I used to be like that too. I sure did. Until I became aware of what it was that I really wanted for myself. Until I became aware of how the mind, or should I say, how the subconscious mind works. When I discovered that, I ain't gonna lie, I'm hard head. I still continued, that cricket path, that I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do anyway. Even though results don't lie, they don't. Results do not lie. And the more I continue to say no, but yes, we just discovered that, right? That concept. When you say no, you say yes. There is no no. The more I kept doing it, I'm like, it gotta be a better way for me to start living my life. And you know what, y'all? It's just starting now. Right now. In the year of 2020. And I started working on myself back in 2009. I was hard-headed. I was hard-headed. But anyway, enough of me. We hold a certain belief about ourselves, about our life, that we prove right time and time again through our everyday actions. Those beliefs can turn out to be deadly inaccurate in our daily reality. And that is true. I just said it. I kept saying no, but kept doing the same thing. No, yes, no, yes. Actually, I was just saying no. I can't keep doing this and kept on doing it. I'm not going to let this happen again and kept on allowing it. What are you out to prove? What are you out to prove? What are you out to prove? Are you trying to prove things to other people? Or are you trying to prove something to yourself? Because there lies the problem or the solution. It's all in the mind of the beholder. I said the mind. So we talking about the what? Going within the mind's eye. Because, The normal saying is in the eyes of the beholder. I said the mind of the beholder. What are you discovering about yourself on a daily basis? What are you discovering about yourself on a daily basis? The more I continue to stay focused on my work, on me, just being a better me outside of the work that I do, the more I can smile just because I finally committed to what I said I was going to do. And I didn't allow nobody else to influence me, to deter me off my path. I get so happy about now. I can actually love me genuinely now. Because I used to say, oh, I love me. But I kept accepting unacceptable behaviors from others. They got that saying, you teach others how to treat you. You teach others how to treat you. Well, I was teaching them how to treat me based upon how I was treating myself. And y'all do the same. You do the same. Write down the patterns that you're seeing within the mind's eye. Put together the jigsaw puzzle. The jigsaw puzzle is going to be you putting the pieces together of your daily habits that you need to be doing. And slowly working on removing yourself from those habits that are getting in the way of you progressing, of you living out your best life. Because it's going to take you really sitting down or standing up, whatever your preference is. It's going to take you, really going within yourself and becoming aware of whatever it is that you're doing that you need to stop doing in order to proceed forward towards the things that you know you want to experience. You see, we live our lives like we're going to be on this planet for the rest of our lives. But we're not. And that's the scary part. But it's also the fun part. The reason why I say that's the fun part and you know, the good part about it is because we can really live our life as our authentic self. Because what is there to fear? We ain't gonna be here long anyway. So why not? Why not be the best that you can be? Especially if you already experienced, the worst. Why not be the best? So I'm going to conclude this video with this. Set your mind to act on positive goals and dreams that you hold for yourself. As I said previously, you are wired to win. You just have to point yourself in the right direction so you can win at something we consciously choose, not unconsciously. Not let the subconscious mind just, you know, take us wherever it may. Because we were so irresponsible with taking care of our own mind. We love to see what's in everybody else's mind. That's why we pay so much attention to their ideas. We just love doing that. Not knowing that it is eternally, not eternally, but internally interfering with our ideals. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a game plan that depends upon those quality way of thinking. Those quality way of thinking. And what I mean by the quality way of thinking, we're going to put together our own system. We're gonna focus more on what it is that's gonna make us a better person. Us experience more joyful times within our lives. These things are very important. And you know, a lot of people just let these things go unnoticed. Happiness, our happiness. And that can come in, you know, numerous of ways of being happy. We always have, I ain't gonna say always, but a lot of times we have these false precepts about ourselves that, oh, I'm happy. But on the inside, we already dead. That's why we look for a lot of things outside of us to make us happy instead of us just being happy. Once we find out who we are, once we find out what our purpose is, we can just be happy. We won't need nobody to make us happy. So, we're going to look deep within ourselves and find out what it is that we've been lying to ourselves about, because until we fix that, nothing will never change. You will be consistently living within your own reconstructed hell. And I leave y'all with that. Thanks for watching. We're Manifesting Fabulous. For more IGC Law of Attraction content, please subscribe to my channel. If you would like a free 15-minute consultation, please contact Mr. Lady Z Consultant at gmail.com. Another level of consciousness, data, information, your informant. Outdated observations are only lag, meaning repeat you keep constantly agreeing to. Information is that which is viewed amongst an observer or a focuser. Now, this information that you are constantly focusing on, this is your solution. This will be your answer to that particular circumstance. Once you deny or agree to a particular energy signature, you are allowed to decline or accept the results based upon your focus now. Meaning, what state of being are you in now? Are you in a inspiring state of being, in a lack state of being, in an ambitious state of being, in an empowered state of being? What state of being are you in now that you are consistently focusing upon? Okay. How you respond to circumstances determines your state of being, not their circumstances. How you respond to circumstances determines your state of being, not the circumstances. The information that you accumulate based on multiple experiences, based on outer observation, these are your informant based upon how you process that information for you, in order for you to utilize that information to change your circumstance. Another level of consciousness, data, information, your informant. Outdated observations are only lags, meaning repeat you keep constantly agreeing to.